Hey man, it's the Quagmane, the one and only. This is Mew All Noise episode. I really don't care. The podcast where I interview people, my friends, people who are in bands, rappers, producers, all those types of people. Yeah, fucking thanks for watching so far. I think this is episode 5.
Sounds right.
Yeah, episode 5. Thank you for watching so far. Shout out Trap Slaps, my sponsor. You'll hear more about that in the middle of the episode. Yeah, we're just cooling. My guest today is the one and only. Do you go by Alex or Alexander?
Alex is cool.
Okay. My homie Alex, he's in a couple of slam projects. Boltcutter.
Yes, sir.
To be the main band, right?
That's the only one that matters.
The only one that matters.
Yeah.
Please rattle off a couple of your side projects.
Oh, shit. No one's ever asked me this before. Yeah, Boltcutter is like the main thing. Stupid slam shit in Eugene, Portland. I got another one called Epiglottis. It's all about like animals and getting eaten by gators and sharks and shit.
So sick. Gators and sharks is a perfect premise to a slam band, I feel like.
Yeah, the idea is like that every EP is going to be like a different animal. So the first one's gators. The next one's going to be about sharks.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I want to do one about like a bear. I want to do one about all that shit.
So fire.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, you know?
Damn, you got to do a deer one with field dress.
Getting eaten by a deer.
Yeah, like a fucked up.
like a fucking zombie deer or some shit. Yeah.
Eating another deer.
That's not a bad idea. I bet they'd be down. They'd be down. Yeah, there's that. And then I got like a grindcore, gore grind kind of thing I was doing for a minute called Travolta. And then I found out there's another grind band called Travolta, so I gotta quit that shit.
Wait, after John Travolta?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a thing in like a lot of grind shit. It's kind of like a meme where like the bands or grind or power violence, crusty shit, where it'll be like named after like celebrities.
Okay.
Like back in my hometown in Sac, there was this band called they were called Tom X Hanks, and then there's like another one called like George Constanza and shit.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, or there's one fucking named after the guy from Evil Dead. I forget that. Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. So I thought Travolta was funny, but who would have known? John Travolta is more famous than I thought.
Where's the other band from?
I think they're from like Europe or something. I might be wrong, but they're also
Europeans love American celebrities. I feel like anywhere overseas in that area, they're like John Travolta. Sure.
Yeah.
It's such a random one.
I could be
he's pretty famous.
I could be mistaken on that. And also, don't quote me on this, but I think that other band maybe got in trouble. So I'm gonna another reason to change my name.
I feel like that's an easy one to get in trouble with.
Oh, being called John Travolta?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
If your project was called John Travolta.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No,
John X Travolta.
There's no John. No John, just Travolta. But yeah, I was doing that for like a minute, but you know, on to the next, you know.
Cool. So mostly just Boltcutter.
That's like the main thing, yeah.
And Epiglottis, that's just you.
Just me, yeah.
Just you.
Yeah, well, me and my drummer Mac. That's a joke. Mac is not a real person. It's just my computer. But
you fucking I'm so gullible.
Are you really?
I probably shouldn't admit that, but I'm pretty I'm like, you got a homie named Mac? I got a homie named Mac.
I wish I had a homie named Mac.
Ah, fuck. God damn it.
Somebody's name's Mac, you know, they're like real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't scared of someone named Mac. Like respectfully, like I trust that fool.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
The Mac I know is pretty fucking crazy. I don't
really?
know if I trust him. But
oh shit.
I will say
does he play drums?
No, he's just a weirdo.
Shit. All right, well, I was going to say link me up.
Nah. If you play drums, I'll send them your way.
All right, bet.
I'll send any members your way. It sounds like you need to fill up some space.
Bro, it's lonely down there in Eugene, but it's nice, dude. Nowadays, you could just like fucking start a band by yourself, and it's like
right.
Shit, you know, maybe you spend like $200 in plugins or whatever,
For
but
sure.
then you're good to
and
go.
Like an interface or something, you know.
Yeah, or just like borrow one permanently from a friend.
Yeah, everybody. It's 2023. Everybody has like an interface. You can just take it from their house.
Dude, when you move into a place, it comes with a Scarlett 2i2.
The Scarlett,
you know what I mean?
The red one.
It's in the contract, yeah.
I was going to preface this. Sorry if I seem a little loopy because we were just at the Peeling Flesh show last night.
Yes, sir.
And I only had 3 beers. That's not too. Oh wait, we drank beer when we came back. Never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah, we killed those Modelos.
Which was very tasty. I will add. That was a good topper to the night.
I don't think. Maybe that's why I was just yakking. I don't know.
Maybe.
You know, sometimes you just gotta clear the senses before the show.
I fully agree with that.
Start fresh.
The best is when you're like you don't eat right and you drink too many beers and you go to a hardcore show and then
The best.
midway through the first song you're like, ugh, I'm why did I do this? And you have to run outside and go throw up. Here another.
That's the best.
No.
I was holding on for the good part.
That's I love that. You throw up, but then you're like, okay, I'm ready to go back in there.
Sure,
But then it comes back and you're like, okay,
Yeah, because
I should chill out a little bit.
right. You feel like so much lighter. So when you go back, it's
Yeah.
like more fun. That
You
makes
can
sense.
do more spin kicks.
Sure. You get another extra like half inch of air. Yo,
Yeah, peeling flesh show. I was thinking we could talk about that the first part.
that sounds
And
good.
then I can like ask you, I don't know, a couple of questions. We can talk about slam or some shit,
Sure,
which transitions.
I could talk about that forever.
So yeah, we saw Peeling Flesh with I Am. Is it I Am Texas or just I Am? They're from Texas.
They're
right?
from Texas, but I think it's just I Am.
I Am.
Some bands got to do that because like legal reasons. You know, like Kublai Khan had to do
Yeah.
that.
Why though?
Uh,
Kublai Khan's so fire.
Kublai Khan's a shit. There was another band from like way back in the day. I think like in the 80s or some shit. That like came after them and like gave them like a cease and desist and was like, "Yo, we're
Oh.
called Kublai Khan and we have the copyright or whatever." So all they did was just put Texas or TX at the end of
Right,
their name, and
which
now it's like a different name.
Completely works.
Oh yeah,
I feel like Kublai Khan. Are they like a weird speed thrash metal band?
probably.
Like they kind of.
I think I remember seeing a picture and they got big ass hair. Yeah,
just like white, like white fucking high top.
either that or
Reeboks.
it's gonna be some like Barry Manilow shit, you know?
So I Am. They were cool. They closed it off, and then there was Bludgeoned
Yes, sir.
from Seattle area. They were fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. Shout out.
I've
Bludgeon.
heard of them before, because when you said that, I was like, oh wait, I've definitely heard of them. But it was cool seeing them for the first time.
Gnarly.
That shit ripped.
Literally the sickest fucking band, dude.
First set. So it's like I love a good 3-piece like show. There's like
Just 3
people.
bands. Yeah.
And Bludgeon kicked it off. They fucking ruled.
I think Bludgeoned needs more love. Like, not to like just harp on them for a minute, but like the nicest fucking dudes and like literally the sickest band I've seen in a minute. Like, PF is great. Love them. Fun moshy shit. They were tight as fuck. But Bludgeon was impressive. Like when they played, it was like, holy shit, how'd they do that?
Sounded really nice. The fucking the front man, I keep forgetting his name.
John,
He
I think.
so much energy. That
Yeah.
shit was sick.
Yeah,
Really
dude.
fucked with it.
He's an OG too. He used to be in the band I Declare War, and then
Which I didn't know was from Seattle. I had to Google that shit.
yeah, like old school deathcore legends. Right?
Yeah, I remember listening to them. Do you? Oh, by the way, my cousin's in the back. Do you remember I Declare War? No, I listened to them for a little bit. That shit slapped.
They were some of like the OG MySpace deathcore
Yeah.
shit, and then I think the story goes that John Huber was in that band, and then I don't know if there was like personal issues or what, but I remember hearing a story that he was like he wanted to do like real death metal, and that's why he left and started Bludgeon like
Yeah.
later on and shit. I could be misquoting that. Sorry, John, if you see this and I'm wrong, but
Yeah, so they were sick. Meeting John was super cool. Very
Awesome.
very sick. I really enjoyed the first set.
incredible.
Incredible. I filmed that set. I didn't get it. My camera died during PF at the very very end. So
Oh, during Gimtro too.
the last song, yeah. I think it was just like right before a breakdown, or it was weird. It was like halfway through or a quarter way through,
Yeah, it's
which happens all the time.
that song that they play at the end. That's like used to be their old intro, but now they just like sneak it at the end. Now that they got hell other songs for a full
Right.
set.
Nice. That's fire.
Yeah.
But I have Bludgeon set and PF set going up on the YouTube very soon. So make sure you check on the same page that you're watching this right now. Make sure you go show them some love. Yeah, go show Bludgeon some love. And
Yes, sir.
go book Bludgeoned.
Please, we're gonna book them if you don't.
But you can still book them.
Yeah,
They
dude.
should, because I want to go see them some more.
Oh, you will, dude. Like
Hell yeah.
we connected with them, and they're hella cool to us, and I'm really excited about that connection for sure.
Yeah. So Peeling Flesh,
Oh man.
fucking rolls.
Oh boy.
First time seeing them. I was recently put onto them through this motherfucker, and then somebody else I follow on Instagram, and you, because you knew about it, I'm pretty sure, before me. And then fucking this other dude that I follow, he posted some snippets. I was like, I see it and it says peeling flesh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm from Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, is that what I think it is? And I clicked on it. I was like, holy shit, they're from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma scene's popping off.
Oh,
It
my God.
seems like it. The OKC scene, I think Tulsa's trying to get some shit going.
Tulsa.
They got a new venue.
And the homies in that band, Field Dress, they're from a town called Denton, which I think is like a little bit further out in the red dirt, you know?
Yeah.
But, dude, Oklahoma, especially for like slam-infused metal, hardcore shit, like, I don't know what the fuck's in the water over there.
Well,
it's crazy.
Well, first off, it's definitely something in the water. Second off, it's the red dirt. It gets
Red
something
dirt.
going.
Shit gets
Third
over it.
off, it makes complete sense to me that there's like slam and like death metal and some hardcore shit in Oklahoma because, you know, it's Oklahoma. There's not too much going on
Really?
besides tornadoes,
Sure. Oh,
And-
shit.
all sorts of other shit. So
Mm.
the response, the reaction makes sense that it's like really heavy,
Yeah.
slammy, chuggy, like groovy shit. Because Oklahoma has a history of like gangster shit too, in like Tulsa
100%.
and Oklahoma City. So it's like the fusion of it like makes complete sense to me, and it's sick that the scene is like popping off like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And Peeling Flesh, I mean, they seem like the ones, right? Like,
I mean, definitely right now, like, PF, I think, is like the ones who are really taking it off and like spearheading that scene, you know?
right?
But that, yeah, what you said is definitely true. Like, I mean, slam inherently, it's always had like from the beginning, it's had like roots and mixtures and inspiration from like hip hop culture, street art, whatever.
Right.
But PF is like, I think, like the most recent case of like really perfecting that
It
shit.
makes it, to me, the reason why people, not this day and age, but a lot of reason why people get into hip hop and like subculture music like that is it's very relatable to the average person, the person working, the person in the street.
Right.
So like, it only makes sense that there's going to be like a crossover
100%.
and it's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just, that's all I can say. It's the only thing I can like think of. It just like makes so much sense to me.
Right.
Like the crossover, it works perfectly.
Yeah. It's like
Very relatable, very like down to earth.
100%. It's born from like real life shit. Like, as corny as that all sounds or whatever, but
And it's true though. I mean, you can't deny that.
yeah, I mean, especially with a band like PF, like, because like I don't know, like extreme metal and shit. Like, of course, it's always like there's some level of fantasy or
Yeah.
like
I was about to say like black metal. That's based off of just like
board games and
just
shit.
bored like D&D and shit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they burnt. Some dude killed a dude and then burned down some churches.
Dude, we're literally gonna get murked for ripping on black metal.
don't give a shit.
Dude, fucking Xanthu, the destroyer lord of fucking
Oh,
Norway, is gonna come and
what
murder
we'll
us.
do is we'll clip that and put that on the r/black metal.
Oh my god, please
we
don't.
We will.
I've
get
never met
sniped.
this guy in my life. I don't have a band.
We don't have to do that. I love you, black metal.
Yeah, please.
I love
Please.
everything you guys stand for.
You know, there's some misses.
Not
There's a
not
couple
the
misses
racism
historically.
part. Not the racism.
Not the
part.
racism, not the
or
murder.
any of it. Actually,
Sure.
To be frank,
Sure.
I don't like any of it.
No, there's some good black metal. There's some good
There
people
is.
in black metal for sure.
No, for sure. I say that very loosely because I think there's good music and I like all sorts of shit.
Sure.
So yeah, there is good black metal. I've heard it,
Yeah.
but
Name one. I'm playing. No, there's good black metal for sure. Like, especially like the more like atmospheric and like emotional shit. I think it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Like
I like
there's-
atmospheric shit.
Yeah, there's like whole subgenres of like atmospheric black
See,
metal,
that's where I
depressive,
think,
suicidal.
like, noise, because that's relatable, and
Yep.
the noise that I feel like I don't like noise music, but I feel
Sure.
like that would be a good thing to add some noise.
Yeah.
If you were to add it to like a genre,
Well, it's all I think the same people who
it's
like
kind of industrial.
a little bit. Yeah, there's some like industrial
It's
infused
very
black metal
harsh.
shit. Like
The recordings suck.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Well,
Sometimes.
it's interesting because like with black metal, it's like I don't know. I've seen like when there'll be a band that comes out and their shit's like really recorded clean, and it's like that's false black metal. And then there's like shit that's like sounds
Oh,
like
right.
absolute dog water, but there is an element of like realness to it or something.
So
you know?
that's false black metal is when it sounds clean.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh
I
my
kind
god.
of want to listen to a clean recording. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you talk to like a black metal head, and then like you'd be like, oh yeah, I fuck with like Behemoth or something. They'll like, oh bro, you need to listen to fucking
Behemoth is cool.
Behemoth is sick. You know, like they
Yeah.
got some riffs. They got a couple tracks. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. I don't know
That's
much about black metal, so I'm gonna try to move on
Yeah, we
from
can
that
move on for
before I
that.
get murdered.
We can move on to that. Hey, brother, can you pass me that camo jacket that's underneath that big old puffy? Yeah, boy, it's kind of chilly willy in here.
I'm gonna munch on this banana real
Yeah,
quick.
munch that shit, bruv. We're in my garage. Welcome to the All Noise Studio. It's pouring rain outside here in the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful
Yes, sir.
Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yo, one more note on black metal. If you didn't know, our homie King Yosef.
Yeah, shout out King Yosef.
Shout out Bleak House. He's
Shout
got
out
like a
Bleak
black
House.
metal project not a lot of people know about.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's
What's
got
it
the
called?
King Yosef flavor. It's called Bruised Core. Shout out that shit, dude. It's actually really good.
Shout out King Yosef. I'm gonna have him on the show soon.
Oh yeah.
He's the man. He makes good merch. Bleak House is the shit. Boltcutter is like, would you say not signed, but like under Bleak House?
Yeah, we don't
Did you-
do
did
we
you-
don't do no contracts with Bleak House,
Did
you know.
sign
So
the devil's
we're not
paper?
actually like signing anything, you know. It's more of just like a mentality,
Yeah.
more about just like a collective like agreement on like what the vision is and what our goals are, or whatever, you know.
Right.
Supporting each other and helping each other create and all that shit.
Yeah. Shout out Bleak House. We'll have some of the. I want to have all the different bands on.
Oh yeah,
That'd
they all be
sick.
down.
I'll be sick to talk to Benji about fucking miniatures.
That guy can talk.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my god, he's
I love
a hero.
talking too. Sometimes I don't want to talk, so it's good to have somebody else like geek out and fucking say shit.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm kind of like in a social situation, I'm just like usually just the chiller in the back and listen and take it in. So it's nice when you meet someone like Benny from Misery Whip, because
Shout out
that
Misery
fool will
Whip.
just brighten up the room and just talk about fucking
Yeah.
like D&D minifigures and shit.
Oh, he's great. When I saw them the first time I met him, he was just like smiling. He gave me a handshake, and I was just like, "Yo, that
Yeah.
shit ripped." And then I think I bought a T-shirt or something. I was like, "I'll see you next time." I saw him like a week later. Didn't remember me, I don't think. He did remember me because I shot their live set,
Yeah.
and he was like, "That shit was sick." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be back. Let's film some shit."
Oh yeah. No, he's a nice guy. He's kind of one of those people who like, I get the sense at least that he's like the kind of guy who like remembers
Yeah,
people's faces really well, even if he
For
doesn't know
sure.
your name, you know.
Yeah, and also I project. I'm like
Sure.
because I don't know any people, but I'm weird with people, and people are weird with me. So I'm just like,
Nah, man.
so it's just like that could be a aspect of it, but
Sure.
he's a really nice dude. Misery Whip fucking rules, and also
Yeah.
King Yosef rules.
Man, this whole episode is just gonna be dick riding all of our homies.
Hey, man.
Am I allowed to say dick riding?
Yes, dude, we're on
Okay.
YouTube. It's fine. You're not allowed to cuss the first 7 seconds, and I almost did.
I'm gonna
But
try
I'm not making any fucking money from this anyway. So who fucking
That's
cares?
all right. Money
Who
will
gives a
come.
shit? Hey, if you want to donate, there's a link, and if you want to sponsor the show, hit me up.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we're getting into Slam a little bit. You want to talk about Slam, or do you want to finish off the peeling flesh conversation?
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot we were talking about that. Peeling Flesh is good. Really, really
Very
great.
good. Go check them out.
Good people.
Please
too.
go check them out.
They good people for sure, man. Like I'm really glad we got
Quality
to meet them.
work, quality music. Sounds really good. Very professional.
Yeah, they are the blueprint.
Right.
All right.
Architecture. All right.
No more dick riding.
Slam.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Hey man, I'm ignorant.
Uh-oh.
Hey man, I love listening to motherfucking DJ Screw and shit.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
So I don't know shit about Slam.
Well, you already know half of it.
I know you explained it to me in the car.
Yeah.
But can you explain just for the viewers the difference between like slam and false slam, and what's the nuance of that?
Oh boy.
Is there any nuance?
Oh, we're going right into the thick of it.
Yeah, why not?
All
What
right.
else? What else is to start this off?
I got some opinions on this
I
conversation.
want to hear them.
All right. This one goes out to all the Reddit nerds. All right. r/death metal, r/slam, whatever. Fuck you, dude. So here's the thing, dude. So all metal is like this. And the more you like listen to like metal and extreme shit and whatever, you'll find this. Every single like subgenre and microgenre has these nerds who are like, you know, like to paint themselves as like the arbiters of like what's true or not. And it's like,
Yeah.
man, if shit's good, shit's good. You know what I mean? Like,
Would you
chill.
say that they're the gatekeepers?
It's not. I don't think it's so much gatekeeping. It's more just like,
You're
I have
completely wrong and I'm right.
yeah, I have a theory. I have like a armchair therapist theory about these fools that I think, especially with like extreme shit, like a lot of slam is, or a lot of like, crazy brutal shit or whatever. I think a lot of these fools just like they like to like feel like they're into the most extreme shit.
Right.
Because a lot of like true slam, quote unquote, is like really crazy, like gory art, and it's all about like maggot infested uterus,
Right.
fucking guts and
And
shit.
there's always something about a scalpel or like medical tools.
You name it, dude.
Shit. Tools.
Fucking made up words about fucking like it being infected from fucking worms and shit. And like,
Yeah.
I fuck with all that shit, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with that shit. I love it. But second, you start a band and call yourself like Slam, and you're not writing about like cutting some chick's boobs off and fucking it. You're like false Slam, and all these like long hair like battle vest nerds are like
Yeah.
fucking blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But it really doesn't matter, I guess, in the long run. But I get heated because it's like, who cares? You know what I mean?
But it's just because they're just like people complain for no reason.
Sure, I think people like to feel like they
Have some
like they know the truth, and like they're the
Right.
they're the ones and the arbiters.
And
of
that's cool.
Truth.
You can have your own opinion. That's great.
Sure.
You should have your own opinion. But yeah, it's just like to say other people's enjoyment of a specific art is like diminished because it's like not their way of
Sure.
how they enjoy art. It's just like, what the fuck are you even guys talking about?
Sure, yeah, that's
Can
the
we
key,
just
right?
enjoy this music that like
Sure.
most people don't enjoy?
Sure, I mean, yeah, and like there's
Like,
there's a place for all that shit, no doubt. Like I said, like I fuck with all that shit. Like I'll get down to any band. Like I fucking love all the gory, horrible shit. It's just if it's not personally the art that I would like want to make. I like the music, but personally, I don't want to like make that kind of shit. There's a place for it, but it's just not what I make. But then if someone comes at me and says, "Oh, you guys are false Slam," it's like, bro, go outside.
touch grass.
I mean, it's a little overplayed, but it's true, bro. Like going on a walk does some wonders.
Dude, I tell myself that every time, and
A
then
little
I
bit of
just-
sunshine.
Then I just sit down. Explain what is the slam riff from? Which
Oh, the riff,
the riff?
the groove.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we can just do a little bit of a history lesson
Yeah,
leading up to
do
it.
a quick little history lesson.
And this will kind of play back into what I was talking about with like how like I don't even know if this is accurate. Anything I say about metal is going to be rejected by somebody out there, but my understanding of the timeline with where slam came from, we're talking about New York, right? Suffocation, they always get credited for creating the genre or whatever. They were a death metal band out of New York, and they had this track called Legion of Inveracity, and there's this one riff. It's like this fast blasty brrrr shit, and then it goes into this one part where it drops the tempo like 50 BPM, and there's this pattern that they play. It goes dun 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 dun, and that pattern, like, it doesn't matter what the notes are, but that like rhythmic pattern,
Yeah.
you hear that shit everywhere, and it's so
It
sick.
kind of sounds like machinery.
A little bit, yeah.
Like some sort of large press that's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because the cover on that album is kind of like, it's like this monster made out of like saw blades and gear.
I think I can. Is it like yellow? If I'm not mistaken.
No, it's more of like a greenish blue kind of thing. But anyway, but they came out of New York.
But what year was that? Do you know?
Early 90s,
Early
I think.
90s?
Like
Okay,
91 or 92, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, they came out of New York like a similar time frame as like a lot of like the early New York hardcore shit,
Interesting.
which itself was very undeniably influenced by like street culture and hip hop culture. All
Yeah,
the early
for
like
sure.
New York hardcore people like credit like Madball and
Mm-hmm.
Agnostic Front and all that shit.
Mhm.
Like all those Lower East Side kind of like
Right.
the fucking the
The-
scary parts of New
guy-
York back in the
yes.
day.
Yeah.
Making hardcore, and these hardcore bands came out and everyone was like talking about New York hardcore, like, oh shit, these bands really have these like mosh parts. They have like these breakdown parts or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And so when you have a death metal band that comes out of the same area and then they do the same thing, they're a death metal band, they're fast and ripping and shredding, but they also have the part.
Right.
You know, they have the part of every song.
You can't always do the activity during the death metal part.
Sure.
So when you have the little like...
Well, you can. That's where slam came in. That's where slam was like, we're going to take just that part and we're going to make a whole ass fucking song out of just that part.
I completely respect the decision of people doing that because it's the best. It's
sure, trim the fat, you know?
Right.
But
I agree with that.
That's kind of where a lot of the true slam thing comes to, is like, for some people, true slam is like more like it's just death metal with like the part in it every once in a while. For some people, true slam is only the part. There's no defining it, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to have a different opinion.
If someone was to ask you in the street, what would you tell them? Without having to... if they know, kind of understand, what would you say?
I would say it's...
that you guys align with?
Me, personally, true slam is fun-having music. That's it. It's death metal. It's hardcore. It's beat down. It's
would
whatever.
You say it has to have a sample in it?
I believe it does.
Yeah, I believe it does too.
A sample is not enough.
Right.
I think samples are so integral to it.
Yeah.
Especially like...
It's supposed to be goofy. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, or even if it ain't goofy and fun, even if it's scary, gory.
Right, right.
You look at like Mortician or whatever the fuck, they'll have a song that's a minute long and the first 45 seconds is literally just like taken from Chainsaw Massacre or something.
Right. That's fire.
Oh, yeah.
That's
it's hard.
so fire.
It's so ballsy to do that.
Oh, it is, because you can get sniped so hard. How do they not get sniped? That's like a universal
I have no idea, dude. That band,
fucking
it's so
Harvey
funny.
Weinstein probably owns that fucking thing.
Yeah, it probably
Piece
owns
of
the whole catalog of Mortician. Dude, I don't know how they do it, but it's so ballsy to do that. Like, imagine
Somebody
the nuts.
signs off for it. Are they on a label or something?
Mortician?
Yeah, are they like bigger?
I don't know if they're on a label. They might be independent.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mortician's a big band.
They've been around for a while, right?
They're like the Drain Gang of fucking like brutal death metal. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess so. What? Elaborate.
Because Mortician's the band that like you'll see like meme lords like wearing their shirts.
I
and
saw a
shit.
Mortician long sleeve last night.
You know who was wearing it?
Who?
The singer of PF. But he gets a pass because they're in a death metal
that's
band.
for sure who I saw it on. That right.
I'm talking about like you'll see like
cringe lords
or like
But why?
I don't know the term for it.
Explain to me why that's the cringe lords.
No. This is no disrespect. Love Mortician. I'm just saying Mortician's like kind of okay, better example is like they're like the Led Zeppelin t-shirt of like death metal. You know what I mean? And that's no rip on.
I like the way you put that. No, that's no rip on anybody.
That's no rip on them.
That makes sense.
But you'll see somebody whose like username on Instagram is like CyberKitty X34000 and then like winky face, and then they're wearing like a Mortician shirt, and then they edit the picture and hella sparkles over it.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what that's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. How about this?
What's good?
This is a dumb question, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
No dumb questions.
How do you feel about people wearing like band T-shirts that don't listen to the band? Do you have any real opinion on that?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, good.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Well, it's free promo. I want someone
for
to wear,
real though.
I want someone to wear our shirts, even if they don't listen to us. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on. I'm not wearing it, but the Trailer Park Boys.
I gotta send the shirt to CyberKitty X3400.
Low key, you need to just start shipping out. You need to get like an email list of just
dude.
Like cringe lords and just send them your.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Ice. Oh wait, should I?
Yeah, the Ice Spice shirt.
Okay, I didn't know if that was under wraps.
No.
The Ice Spice shirt.
Nothing's under wraps. I leak everything.
I love all the you do. I feel like you do be posting just.
I get excited.
It's
bro.
like,
Who
here
cares?
it is.
Who cares? Like, I get excited. I want to
way.
share it. You know.
I haven't linked my new screen yet, which I'm so surprised.
New screen?
The screen that I showed you, the design.
The TV back there?
No, the T-shirt design.
Oh, like screen
yeah.
printing. Yeah. What'd you do?
I haven't posted it on Instagram yet.
Oh, with the
yeah.
logo?
I'm just like It's just like burning a hole. I don't know why. I just was like, I'm
Isn't
not
that the worst? When you got something sick and you just want to
I
share
was
it?
like, I don't have any. I can't buy T-shirts. I don't have money.
Yeah.
So I can't use it.
Oh, you got to buy them blanks.
Yeah, the fucking Comfort Colors, baby.
Comfort
That's free
Colors.
sauce.
Comfort Colors is sick. I like.
What's your favorite T-shirt?
My favorite, dude. There's I don't know. I don't remember the name of the brand. There's this T-shirt I got from the band Out of Pocket, and it's on.
Nice.
The brand is of like the shirt is called fucking American something, but it's like
American Apparel? Oh wait, no.
not American Apparel. No, something like that. But
I know what you're talking about.
it's like the heaviest shirt I own, and it's tall as fuck, and
It's nice.
the thing weighs like 2 pounds. It's so sick. That shirt will never fall apart.
What's the other one? Shaka wear.
Fuck, I don't know that. What's that?
I don't know. I think it's a I'm not even gonna claim they're from anywhere, but
Sure.
it's just like a thicker shirt, and they make. I feel like they make like beachwear.
Oh, really? That sounds like it. Actually, it sounds like some puka shell necklace shit.
But I looked through their catalog. They do have some good shirts, but I felt a couple of them, and they have just like some big, thick, beefy tees.
Yeah.
That are just nice.
I don't know, man. There's
a lot of them.
It's quality.
And it
you know
blows
what I
my
mean?
mind trying to like order T-shirts because I want the best for the best price.
Sure.
But the shirts that I order, people are like, I don't like this. This is too thin. Or like,
Damn, really?
well, I don't know. Just a couple people. I feel like most people do like a good beefy tee.
Yeah.
Like band tees, I feel like should be beefy and big logo.
Dude, when you go to buy a shirt from a band and you see them live or whatever, you go to the merch booth and you buy a shirt. If you don't scope that shit out first and you get like a thin ass T-shirt,
Yeah.
it's such a bummer.
Yeah, and you're like, well, it's like a lot of the time they're like touring or they're from like a different city, so you're like, all right, well they get some money, but like, yeah, you're trying to buy a product that's doesn't just disintegrate.
Yeah,
I'm afraid these shirts will disintegrate.
No, this will be fine.
I've seen a couple of them kind of like get all fucked up, but that could
Sure.
just be like how people are washing it. I don't know.
Sometimes that's what you want, though. Like
They do.
sometimes,
Yeah, the fucked up ones do kind of look vintage,
Yeah,
which is so cringy to say, but it
No,
does.
no.
It kind of does look like it's like
vintage retailer, black and
Oh
brown,
my God.
Instagram.
But comfort colors are cool. I fuck with those.
Yeah.
They're just T-shirts are just expensive.
Oh, 100%. You gotta buy that shit in bulk, otherwise it's like you're paying like $10 a shirt or something. And if you're selling it for 20 after printing and all that shit, it ain't worth it.
You ever been to Top to Bottom on 82nd?
Nah, dude, fucking you know who was telling me about top to bottom is Rob from Slime. He was asking me about top to bottom the other day. He was saying like, "Yo, you got one in Eugene?" I was like, "Nah, what's that?" And he was like, "It's a hood store. You got to go."
Dude, he's a real one. Dude, he's
Oh
a
my
real
God.
one for bringing that up.
Yeah, 100%.
It's right over here, and it's like it is a hood store, so you can get like embroidery hats.
Yeah.
They have all those like fucking like Chicano like style T-shirts, like
Yeah.
cheap T-shirts. They have all sorts of like graphic tees.
Hell yeah.
They have like crazy Filas and like Adidas and shit.
Yeah.
But they have like blank T-shirt sections, but they're mad tax.
Really.
But they have every color bandana, every like camo bandana.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have good beanies. They have bucket hats. They have shit like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some
Belts,
bandanas. Thought that'd be
Weed
hard.
socks. All the essentials.
Weed socks is an essential.
And then I bought these socks that have 100 emojis on them.
No
fire.
shit, that's sick.
So yeah, that's the type of shit I bought a shirt.
What's your favorite emoji?
Oh, that's a good question. I like
Because some are pretty played out by now.
yeah, the one I use is the dancer dude that's like
Really?
points to the
With
sky.
like the purple suit on?
Well, do you have iPhone?
Yeah.
For me it's blue.
Oh, okay.
He's like okay, and the weightlifting guy,
Oh, that's hard.
that one's a good one. And then I also like when you do the gorilla 100 emoji.
Oh, that's a classic.
Classic.
There's some hard body shit with that. When you see that
Right.
on like a post, someone share a song with Gorilla 100.
Yeah, you know.
That's the only time I'm clicking on that shit.
It's on it. Yeah, it's like a bat signal.
Yeah,
You're
100%.
like, damn, this is gonna make me beat up all my coworkers. This is great.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna take off this hoodie real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's another one that is this a real emoji? With the dude that's like, or is that a meme that I just see?
I don't think that shit's
Okay.
real. Wait, yeah. No, hell is. But it's not like doing like the Riz face. It's doing like the sus face.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
eyebrow raised, like
What I'm thinking is the one where the dude's doing that. He's biting his lip, but he has like a New York hat on and like Tim's underneath.
That is not a real emoji.
I know that's not, but I was wondering if the person, of course, the all noise one with the fucking music thing that's crossed out.
Oh, like
that-
the grind shit.
Yeah, pretty much. No.
Oh yeah, like the speaker.
Yeah. I love how they just like made that the grind logo. The like no music logo.
Yeah, I think-
Isn't that a record label?
I'm pretty sure that band Escuela Grind started that. I think.
Okay, for sure.
I might be mistaken.
And people that honestly cool.
Oh yeah.
I love a good iconography. I like a good logo.
That shit's important. Brand recognition, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know what else is important?
What's
is
that?
fucking music videos.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think
they don't get enough
coming
time.
from like the rap shit, these like rappers and people doing hyperpop shit.
Yeah.
They need music videos.
And good ones. There's too many shit music videos. We were talking about this yesterday. There's like, it's such a letdown when you like, the thumbnail will be sick on a video and then you click on it and you're like, oh, it's just like, I've seen this 100 times.
It's just a cool thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've seen the same thing like 100 times, you know? Like, what was it? We were talking about like, the classic is like, they filmed it in front of a green screen and it's just, okay, one member does a whole take and they'll cut to that guy once in a while and then they cut to the guitar player.
Right.
Maybe some like...
They do some weird transition effects and like some dust particle effects.
Dust particles or fucking that shit where it's like, it looks like the end of like a film reel burning.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I have those on my computer.
All those presets.
I bought them in high school. Also, I always feel like there's like a weird swinging light.
Oh yeah, if it's a spooky emotional band, like Villains Core kind of band, Youth Forever. You ever hear that band?
Youth Forever?
Yeah, they used to be called Villains, but then they had to change their name because of a cease and desist.
Are they a hardcore band?
Yeah, but like they're different, man. They're one of my favorite bands. I got 2 tattoos for that band.
What is it? Youth
Forever. It's YUTH, and the U's got like 2 dots over it.
Oh, Ute.
Yeah, but with an H, so it's Youth. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, they're the shit, dude.
The silly way of spelling it.
Yeah, they were like one of my favorite bands for like a long time. I got 2 tattoos for them actually. I got one on my arm right here, but fucking all the bands that like ripped them off all had that video, Swinging Light, and like the singer's like like crying and shit, and all the songs are about being addicted to ketamine and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of lit, I'm not gonna lie, but that shit was like
Genting.
Hella genty, like actually like 8-string guitars and shit.
So when people say gent, is that just 8-string guitar technical shit? Is there more nuance to it?
There's always more nuance to everything, you know. No, the gent thing is like it's like a style of like playing. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like a pick.
Yeah, it's like a picking thing. Okay. It's like that.
But like 8-string guitar shit.
Usually it's tuned super low with 8 strings or 7
it's
strings.
Super low.
Yeah. Well, everyone credits that band Meshuggah for that.
Right.
And they were like the OG like 7-string band.
Never really liked Meshuggah.
Oh, dude, they were my favorite band all the time.
Really?
Number 1.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to listen to them again. It's been a while. I remember as a kid, I was like,
you like smoking weed and shit, right?
Fuck yeah.
You like taking like psychedelics every now and then?
I love psychedelics.
I don't know if you freak out on like listening to heavy shit when you're like tripping or whatever.
I have never done it.
Okay. Well, if you ever
Maybe
try
like Tool, but that's not fucking real.
Sure. Tool's a little bit more like mellow and trippy.
Right,
really.
Right.
Meshuggah's like if it's like the same kind of essence where it's like really weird, like confusing rhythms and shit. But it's like metal. It hits. Dude.
Really?
I mean, I don't really do psychedelics or smoke weed all that much, but you know, if I did, Meshuggah would be like the band.
Interesting.
Because the shit's just like so cyclical and like confusing and like rhythmically weird that I feel like you could really trip out. And they got all these crazy like spooky ambient guitars and shit.
That's what I would get spooked out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, spooky, but it's always about like aliens and shit.
I don't want to hear about aliens.
I don't think it's...
Do you think aliens are real? I don't give a fuck.
I do think aliens are real. I mean, obviously, right?
Right.
I mean, they got... I mean, somewhere.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a metaphysical type of dude, so I'm like, I don't know, aliens could maybe not be real, but...
Sure.
They, like...
I'm scared of aliens. That's like my number 1 fear.
I used to be mad terrified of aliens.
Really?
Like, absolutely terrified.
Really?
Because I believe shit. I'm always trying to learn.
Yeah.
So I just be believing shit, and then I'm like, okay, that's not real. But no, for sure, there's something going on there.
What about this is kind of old news by now, but what about the Mexican alien? You see that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of fake. But
yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one in particular.
The history behind it, I don't know.
I heard there was like a guy, like the guy who presented it was like he's like a famous like prankster or some shit. So like people are like, this ain't real.
Why aren't people even giving any attention to that?
I don't know.
That's just how the world works. I don't know.
It could all be a psyop, you know. They're trying to distract us.
Literally everything's a psyop.
Right. Yeah,
Slam's a psyop.
Slam is a psyop, 100%.
Slam-
It's a government funded program to dumb down the brains of music listeners
the
everywhere.
CIA created Slam.
100%. That's some like.
I'm gonna clip that and put that in the Reddit.
Oh yeah, they'll love that.
What was it? Fuck. What was I gonna say? Would you say Slam is just gangster rap?
That's PF's thing. Yes, Slam is gangster rap, but it's true, bro. Like 100%. Because, like I said, going back to the beginning. I mean, if you want to trace it all the way back to like New York hardcore and then Suffocation, all that shit. That shit's all street infused, street culture, hip hop culture, whatever. And like
it all merges.
I mean, you listen to fucking any Slam drum grooves, it's literally fucking like deep New York fucking beats and shit just on drums with double kicks, you know?
So sick.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. And like going back to PF, man, that's why that band fucking rips, is because like they mix it up, like they infuse that so perfectly. You know what I mean? It ain't corny like a lot of bands historically have been in Slam.
Yeah.
But with like PF, like I mean, just talking to the guys, like they're fucking about it. Like that's where they come from. And it's real shit.
That's where the best shit comes from. And one, you could hear it whenever someone raps or plays. You're like, okay, this is some real shit. And then two, it's just how people carry themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
That's all crucial. That's what I look for in people. It's like how people carry themselves. If they're not a complete fucking moron.
Oh yeah, nothing worse.
They're probably like a good dude, you know? Like a decent.
Yeah. No one likes a rock star.
Dude. You ever been to Hollywood?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
You're from Sacramento, right?
Yeah, but Hollywood, like LA is far. It's like 9 hours.
I feel like
I went there once when I was like
the middle of the state probably doesn't fuck with this.
Sacramento fuck with LA?
Yeah.
Nah.
Right? That doesn't give me that vibe at all.
NorCal, SoCal beef is real.
I know that.
That shit's violent.
I know that. Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen like hardcore shows that go crazy.
Dude, right. LA doesn't like the Bay. Like the two scenes don't like each other, right? I'm sorry if I'm bringing anything up. I'm literally from Oklahoma. I have no idea. But I've seen things on Instagram where it's like, I don't think they like each other.
As far as I've ever experienced, NorCal, SoCal, like
is it just because of that?
It's better like in recent years and shit, but like in the past and shit, you know, you always hear stories about like, oh yeah, this fucking band from Modesto went to Anaheim and got in a fight with this other fucking band.
Yeah, it was a lot of that in the old punk shit too back in the day.
The punks were, I think, more fighty than even hardcore, but I could be mistaken.
Well, the cops showed up. When cops would just show up all the time.
Yeah.
To all those LA shows.
Oh yeah, I mean, if there's one thing I can give LA is like tenacity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm always seeing like shows under the bridge.
It's a dangerous culture, so it breeds like this like type of aura. Like the bands that I've seen from LA, they're just like a specific type.
It's people who like heavy shit, whether it's hardcore or even slam. You know, like heavy shit. It comes from 9 times out of 10. It's people who like are from the pits. You know,
from the gutter.
So it's like. It's real because it's a real outlet for a lot of people, you know? It's a creative way to...
That's why it all merges together into one big, like, all the graph dudes, all the, like, hardcore dudes, all the rap dudes.
100%, yeah.
All the dudes who do music videos. All those dudes hang out with each other for the most part, from my experience.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily in Portland. Like, the rap shit doesn't really merge with the
not yet.
Extreme. Not yet, yeah.
It will.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. It always does.
You have hope for this place?
I have hope for Portland.
Do you like Portland?
Portland's all right. It's really not that bad. Like,
that's how I look at it too. It's all right.
There's ups and downs of like every city, and Portland's got its issues. Like, Portland's hella got its issues. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, there's hope. You know what I mean? There's hope for everything. You got to keep hope. You know,
for sure.
The only way you can do that is keep creating and making connections and meeting people and working with people and like I've seen it everywhere. You know, like I can talk on SAC or whatever a little bit more, but like. Down there, it's like, rap and hardcore and shit was a little bit separate, but there's people out there who do both and bridge that gap, you know, and it's going to happen everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's only a matter of time. The right people at the right time.
Right. That's true because certain people shouldn't be around certain people.
What do you mean?
Just like, just in the way of life, how life happens, like some things just don't work out.
Yeah, that's fair.
And sometimes large groups of people don't work out. Or like the ideals of what everybody's trying to do don't work out in that moment.
Sure.
and time is fluent, so it just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you're saying, it will work out if everybody just like sticks to doing their
The key, man, the key is just
shit.
keep creating.
Right.
Like 100%. Like, it sounds so corny when I be saying that shit.
It's
like
true,
Forrest Gump ass shit. But like, it's true because like people, like if you're out there if you're trying to start a hardcore band or start like a metal band or whatever, it's like the reason that your mind is like wanting to do that is because you're something in you wants to like create something.
Yeah,
right?
you're drawn to it.
Right. It's like, and especially with like heavy shit or hardcore shit or whatever, it's like inherently you have to do it from the ground up because like it's not like there's no fucking like big backing.
There's no
really.
foundation. Well, there is a foundation, but it's user built foundation.
And that's the whole like core tenet of like hardcore and shit. And I think a lot of that translates to like rap and any kind of underground creating. It's like
any subculture,
whatever culture it is, whatever genre or style or whatever. It's like at the end of the day, it's just people like making shit because they want to make shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's why people can cross over like in different genres.
And it's up to the people if the shit gets blown out.
Sure, but like really the only thing that's going to stop it is like if people stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whether or not you
I
make
feel like
it or
there's like
fucking
periods of people. Oh, shit. Damn, only once so far at the end of the episode. That's crazy.
rip.
There's periods of people not doing things too.
Yeah, everything's up and down.
Right.
Ebbs and flows or
So
whatever.
you just have to get in. I don't know. You're right. Just keep creating. You don't wait for like a time to jump into something.
Yeah.
Because there's literally no time to do that.
Yeah, as long as somebody's out there fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like the nice thing about a place as big as Portland is like there's enough people that like all the bases are covered. You know?
Right.
Like you're out here you're making your videos, you're making your podcasts, you're fucking making shirts, you're fucking out there just doing it. And then there's always going to be somebody making a band, you know, whether it's...
And there's people like Bleak House doing the Bleak House thing, like bringing people together.
It's really nice.
And that's a major thing, is bringing people together. Because I feel like in a lot of hip-hop is people don't want to be brought together unless there's some sort of like monetary or
really
clout thing. Yes.
Damn.
Not always. I know a lot of, like, I've been to some real shit.
Sure.
But like people, I feel like it is kind of like a clout thing where people just want to be seen with people, or people just want to like pop out. Like at rap shows, there's a lot of rappers in the crowd watching rappers, and when one's person. So there needs to be somebody who at least brings people together, and Bleak House, I think, is a beacon for that.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with the podcast, and it brings people together to talk about things instead of just being like internet. You know
Internet talking, yeah.
That shit's lame.
That's a big thing for sure with what Bleak House is doing. Like, specifically, like, Bleak House is primarily driven by King Yosef. Like, that's his vision and stuff. And I think that's, like, his goal is to be a central unifying kind of vision for a lot of different artists, you know? And
that's cool as fuck. It's very noble.
Yeah.
There's not enough integrity and noble people out there.
Sure. Yeah, and I know a big goal, I don't want to speak for Tavis, but a big goal is to, like, not be, like, painted into just one thing, you know? Like, we or Tavis or whatever, or sorry, Yosef, don't want to just be like a metal thing or just be a fucking industrial thing or whatever. Like the idea is to be a unifying like label to kind of push the vision of different artists of different styles or whatever. And I think that's really important.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. You can't just push one thing.
Yeah,
There's more than just like hardcore.
Oh, especially in Portland, man. There's a lot of weird shit out here.
This is the home of weird shit.
Weird in a good way, though.
Yeah, there is a lot of weird shit up here, and it's cool. Yeah. It's not all accessible.
Sure. But that's how you push boundaries, you know?
Yeah, I guess to me, it doesn't really need to be accessible, because if I'm going to be interested into something, I want to be interested in something.
There's always going to be an audience
and
for anything.
And if I want to push something, I'm going to go push something and go to something. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's what the magic's about, baby. Is going to the goddamn shows as much as possible.
That's what it's all about.
You know, sometimes you can't, but
like going to shows, you got to go to shows. You got to fucking buy from vendors. You got to support, share shit, whatever.
And honestly, the fucking merch from bands are the sickest shit. Why would you want to like spend all this money on like?
Sometimes it's pretty booty. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I can't wait for my Ice Spice t-shirt.
I can't wait to make them. We're still waiting on them.
Are they?
Dude, that shit's gonna be so expensive. There's like
you haven't sent the
colors.
Order in yet?
No, we sent the order in. We got like 3 designs we're doing right now, and that one is like cleared. It's like whatever. But there's another one I gotta fix the design for because it's like the file's too small or whatever.
And are they screen printed or are they like heat?
Screen printed?
Okay,
always,
cool.
yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, we did one T-shirt. It was
yeah, the one that I have is definitely screen printed, but like
mm-hmm.
the oversized load one, those ones are screen printed too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
They're just hella thick coats, like 3 coats or something, I think. But we did one T-shirt. It was that Typo Negative ripoff.
Right.
And like, it took like a fat minute to get them because I ordered them from one place and then they just fucking heat pressed it or whatever that shit is. It's like a stamp.
Yeah.
That shit looks so bad.
There's like a border around it.
Oh my god, it's horrible. I hate that.
It looks like
shit.
it's like plastic too.
Yeah. So the first order we got of those, I was like, I like had to post like, I'm not sending this to people because this is like total like fucking
dog
booty.
water.
Yeah. Booty ass fucking print. It was horrible. So
Damn.
Screen printing's the way to go always.
For sure. I love a good screen print. Is so nice. And if you do it right, it lasts forever.
Yeah, that's the other thing about that other shit is like you fucking throw it in the dryer or something a little too hot, it cracks.
Absolutely
and it's
torched.
Yeah.
It gets torched so quick.
Horrible.
Yep.
That's really important, man. A lot of bands, it's not so bad anymore, but that's really important part about like bands or rap artists or whatever it is. If you're making merch, like to invest in like good shit.
Right. That's what I've learned. I also don't want to be caught dry when somebody's like, "Oh, this shirt's not as cool as I thought it would be."
Sure.
I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Well, I was talking about this with Soto last night from PF, and he was kind of going on about this about like, there's like also like there's like a psychological thing about like if you're pulling up with like cheap ass shirts, like boring designs, the shirts shit, whatever. It's like people are gonna be less inclined to buy it in the first
Right.
place, but also like if they buy it,
They
and
could
then
be pissed off.
they get home and they're like, oh, this is kind of just like, it's just kind of like a boring ass shirt, and they're not excited, you know.
Yeah.
But like if you're selling someone like a shirt or it's like it's a product that like it's quality and like it shows that you like put a lot of care into it, then people are like gonna feel better about buying it and
For
like
sure.
be more excited to wear it and shit.
Yeah, I'm certainly that way.
Yeah.
I love
mean,
good merchandise. I'm not a fan of like buying and selling. Like I hate consuming and like
Sure.
money. But like if I'm going to buy something, I want it to be a quality thing.
Sure.
And I want people to think that the shit that I give them is or sell them is a quality thing.
Yeah.
Hasn't always been quality, but that's what you have to do as like a independent artist.
There's a level of respect that comes with it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because it shows that you're taking yourself seriously, and also that you're
Right.
taking like the person buying it seriously.
And that's also why I think people need music videos, because if you're taking your art
Yeah.
seriously, people need to visually see it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because when I see like a Hate 5-6 video or like a, fucking what's that one dude, 197 Media, or like all these fools who do these live sets, it makes me like the band more because I could see them play.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, it's always a voice thing with me. Like the voice needs to be like, I need a good voice.
Sure.
It's
sure.
weird. I hate that I'm like that. But when I can visually see it and hear it, I'm like, oh, okay, I fuck with this. Heavy.
Dude,
I'm instantly into it.
Presence is everything, dog.
Exactly.
Like that's a constant. That's like half of the job of being in like a band, especially because then you got to work on it with 5 people as opposed to 1. But
Right.
like that shit is like critical. Like the live show is what your life depends on when you're a band, you know?
You need to pull the people in. If you can't pull the people in, what's the point of doing the thing?
Yeah,
I mean, the point of doing the thing is have fun and express yourself. But
sure, but also like I don't want to fucking
be doing nothing.
I don't want to work
nothing.
9 to 5 forever, you feel me?
Bro. Slam check. We need that slam check, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to go on tour with big bands and shit, you know?
Mhm.
And if you won't have those goals, like you got to like craft every aspect of it, you know?
Right.
It's got to be well oiled. That's the trick, man. Like that was one of the takeaways from PF, man. You watch those guys play live and it's like every fucking guy
It's all geared
is
in.
locked in. The gear sounds good. The band fucking looks good. You go there and you're transported into the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a vibe. It's energy.
Yeah.
That's everything you want from a show.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can go home being like,
Yeah.
that was so well worth it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could just meet right PF all day, dude. They're my favorite fucking band.
Dude, honestly, I fuck with them even more. Shout out Oklahoma.
Yes,
I
sir.
fucking love you. I'll be back sometime. Shout out Flyover Fest.
Oh my god.
It's happening in like a week. I
Yeah.
can't make it. I'm gonna try to go next year for my birthday.
That'd be fucking
This is
lit.
my birthday month.
Is it in November? Oh yeah, it's next
Flyover?
week.
It's next week.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Ain't your birthday next week too?
2 weeks.
Oh, happy birthday.
Hey, thanks, man.
course.
So that Oklahoma's killing it right now.
Yes, sir. Shout out Cell. Shout out Peeling Flesh. Shout out Field Dress. Shout out Bastion, dude.
That other one that I saw, Squelching.
Squelching is the shit, dude.
Squelching's
You listen
sick.
to that shit and like they literally put like mouth noises in the track. It's unreal.
It's crazy.
Dude, you gotta have a gimmick in slam and it's awesome.
It's great. There's a time and place for gimmicks. Like stickers. Stickers are like the best gimmick ever.
You think stickers are a gimmick?
Kind of. It was a gimmick in skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah, when
Doing
everybody
like
was like,
slap tags and shit.
it's just like people were like, oh, this, like, oh, here's a fucking sticker. We can put it places, and
Yeah.
you can like do all this like silly things. You can make weird designs. Like, yeah, that's kind of a gimmick.
Do people actually do that shit, or is it just in Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Where you ride? I've seen people do it.
Where you like jump up on you like ollie
I've
up on a
done
wall
it.
and
It's
slap
hard. I feel like it's a waste of a sticker.
Really? Because
I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be like perfectly on there.
yeah, and you don't want it in like some weird
I've
spot.
done
No
it
one's
and
gonna see it.
I did it in half. I'm like, that's not as cool.
Damn.
Like a fucking like you like right up the transition and it's just like a flat wall.
Yeah.
You're like,
So people actually do that. It's not
Yeah,
just
it's a
like in
real
like
thing.
Pro Skater.
I mean, you don't do it like in Pro Skater.
Sure,
It's
sure.
so much cooler.
Where you like immediately like
and
180.
and it like pushes you off the wall and you
Yeah.
like land flat. No, that ain't.
You ever play Pro Skater much?
Yeah, I fucked with it.
What's your favorite?
I played a lot of American Wasteland
American Wasteland was cool.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
I played a lot of that.
Pro Skater 4 is my favorite.
Pro Skater 4
I
is
still
good.
play that shit. I got an emulator on my PC.
Damn, Pro Skater. I had Pro Skater 4.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I keep that PS2 emulator on my PS.
Damn,
on my
I can
PC.
almost picture one map in particular.
From Pro Skater 4.
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
Oh,
but-
there's legendaries. There's the college. There's the zoo is a good
the
one.
zoo.
Fucking the first one is just like streets. I think there was like San Francisco and shit too.
Right. What's the one that has Kona, that skate park in Hawaii?
That's 4. That's Pro Skater 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one. Oh my.
Really, you
God.
like that one? That's my least favorite map.
No. No, that's the game. That's what I'm
Got
saying.
you.
Is that's the game I'm thinking of because that's the map that I'm
Sure.
always thinking about.
You know what's the best part about Pro Skater? Like,
Hmm.
or all those Tony Hawk games was the secret skaters. Like in Pro Skater 4,
Yes.
you could put in like a cheat code, or maybe you could just buy it like in the in-game store or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was fucking like Boba Fett or Jango Fett or
I
something.
played it. Yeah, Boba Fett was fire.
I think in Pro
Didn't you
Skater,
make like a bobblehead, like a big head?
yeah, they had like extra modes you could turn on and shit, with, like
Yeah.
big head mode and shit.
So fire.
In Pro Skater 3, I think they had a Darth Maul, like they do with the double lightsaber and the horns and shit.
yeah.
It's fucking lit.
I should fucking damn, I want to do live streams where I play games like that.
Yeah,
with
hop
the
on Twitch.
homies. Yeah.
That'd be
Well, I
sick.
just do it on the YouTube page.
Oh, that's right. You can stream on YouTube.
Yeah, it's harder to get view. Well, no, it's easier to get viewers because there's more of a platform. It's harder
Sure.
to get viewers on Twitch, but I don't like Twitch. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, fuck Amazon.
Fuck Amazon.
Yo, Jeff Bezos, suck my dick.
Suck my ball sacks.
Actually,
Yeah, man, we're at the end. We're at an hour.
sounds good.
We can wrap this up.
Yeah,
It's been
hopefully,
a pleasure.
hopefully we covered everything.
No, that was great. Unless you have anything else you want to top on, do you have any announcements?
Nah, no one. Or yeah, I guess mostly just shout outs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
shout some people out.
bro. Shout out Slime.
Shout out
Misery Whip.
Slime. Yep.
Bleak House,
Bleak
Portland,
House.
Oregon, bro. That's where it's
Misery Whip.
at. We got an EP coming out in January. Pretty excited for that. We got a bunch of crazy features. It don't matter if I leak them, dude. We got fucking on a track. We got on a track. We got from
Ooh.
oh my god, you gotta check that band out. I think they're from straight up cricket vocals. They're the sickest band. They're my favorite.
Sick. That's awesome.
And then we got fucking track.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
lit.
excited for that.
I'm
That's
super
gonna,
hyped,
That's
yeah.
gonna be sick.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Mute All Noise Podcast. I'm your host, Quagmain, the one and only. Thank you for listening to two crazy people talk about extreme music.
Yes, sir.
I would love to have more people on to talk about extreme music. And we'll have you on again sometime soon.
Sounds good.
We could do doubles.
My
We
pleasure.
can talk about fucking whatever. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out Trap Slaps PDX for motherfucking sponsoring this episode and making stickers for us. If you need stickers, hit them up. Shout out Boltcutter. Shout out Alex. Thanks for coming on.
Of course.
Shout out Epiglottis. What the fuck
Close
is that?
enough. Epiglottis.
What is it though?
Dude.
You didn't really explain what that.
So the epiglottis is like a tender flap in
That's
your throat.
disgusting.
What it is, it's the thing that it's the thing that in your throat that flips when you like swallow shit, so that you don't choke
my
on it.
God.
It like it's what turns your airway or your
Okay.
throat way on and off. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because all that shit's about getting eaten.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Oh yeah,
Shout out-
everything's a big brain move.
We're playing chess here at Slam headquarters.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, go follow him. Go, do all the things. Suck my balls.